I can't overestimate your perfect love, your perfect love. And I can't overrate, and I can't overestimate your perfect love, your perfect love.
Take a moment and I want to just begin to sing out that place of You're All I Want. And as Amanda was singing from the Spirit as about not being able to overestimate or underrate your love, basically it means that His love is greater than we could ever really fathom. So it's like saying that, oh, God is too good, that we can't truly, if the gospel is really so good, it can't be that good, but it is that good. It's the greatest news. So here's what I want us to do. I want us to respond from this place, because all of us want to live in the reality of that. Maybe even if you don't even know you want it, you do. We want to step into that. And so before we jump into this next song, there's a place that I feel like the Holy Spirit is inviting us in to just make the declaration today, You're all I want. You're all I want. So I just want us to begin to sing out, You're all I want. And let this just be a declaration of your heart this morning, that what we've tasted and seen is amazing, but you're all that we want, because we know that there's more. We know that there is a deeper place of revelation. There's a depth to your love that we have not touched yet. No matter how long we've been on this journey with you, there's always a deeper place of His love that He's wanting us to come into. And so let's just declare, You're all I want. You're all I want. You're all I want. You're all I Lord, our decree today is You're all that we want. You're all that we want. We know that You're here. We know that You have given Yourself fully to us, and we want to receive You fully today. Father, we know that You are better than we could have ever dreamed, and we're coming into the recognition and the realization that You're so much better than we ever thought. Your love reaches so much farther than we ever thought. Your goodness is beyond our comprehension and beyond explanation. But we know it's real, and we know it's for us, and we want to step into that today. You're all we want, God. You're all we want. You are welcome in this place, welcome in our Oh, you are welcome in this place, welcome in our hearts. Come and have your way. Oh God, meet us face to face. All consuming fire, move without restraint. Yeah, breathe on us, Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. Oh, breathe on us, come breathe on us, Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. You're our one desire today. You're our heart's desire, Lord. We stand in the glory of the King, knowing that you're here. You have set us free. We stand in the glory of the King, knowing that you're here. You have set us free. You're here, let our worship be your throne. Amazed by who you are, your presence makes us whole. Come breathe on us, oh Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. Come breathe on us, Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. Let the heavens open and let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Breathe on us, so breathe on us, Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. You're our one desire. Breathe on us, Spirit, come. You're our heart's desire. So let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. Let the heavens open, let your kingdom move. All our faith and hope in our great God. No heavens locked up, let them open. No kingdom stand still, let it move. Our faith, our trust, our hope in our great God. No heavens locked up, let them open. No kingdom stand still, let it move. heavens open up and your spirit pour out. The heavens open up and your spirit pour out. Destiny be released today. The heavens open up and your spirit pour out. The heavens open up and your spirit pour out. Destiny be released today. Let the heavens open up and your spirit pour out. Let the heavens open up and your spirit pour out. Destiny be released today. Let the heavens
you say you'll do. You are always faithful. Your promises are true. You are who you say you are. You'll do what you say you'll do. You are always faithful. Your promises are true. You are who you say you are. You do what you say you do. You are always faithful. Your promises are true, God. You are who you say you are. You'll do what you say you do. You are always faithful. Your promises are true. You are who you say you are. You do what you say you do. You are always faithful. Your promises are true. We want revival now. We want your spirit poured out. We won't stop until we see it come. We want revival now. We want your spirit poured out. We won't stop until we see it come. We want revival now. We want your spirit poured out. We won't stop until we see it come. Until we see it come. Until we see it come. And though we've been asleep, right now you're stirring us to wake. So our lives we give to this, to see the coming of your glory. Full of faith we press on, and we're never going back. Now our lives we give to this, to see the coming of your glory. Full of faith we press on, and we're never going back. Now our lives we give to this, to see the coming of your glory. Full of faith we press on. Let's declare. And now I'm never going back, 'cause I want revival now. I want your spirit poured out. I won't stop until I see it come. I want revival now. I want your spirit poured out. I won't stop until I see it come. 'Cause I want revival now. I want your spirit poured out. I won't stop until I see it come. I want revival now. I want your spirit poured out. I won't stop until I see it come. Until I see it come. Now our life I give to this, to see the coming of your glory. Full of faith I press on,
going back. Now my life I give to this, to see the coming of your glory. Full of faith I press on, and I'm never going back. Full of faith I press on, and I'm never going back.
So let the rain come drench us in love. out. You're about to move. I feel it in the wind. You're about to ride in. You said that you would pour your spirit out. You said that you would fall on sons and daughters. Oh, that's us, we're your sons and daughters. I feel it in my bones, you're about to move. I feel it in the wind, you're about to ride in. Oh, you said that you would pour your spirit out. Oh, you said that you would fall on sons and daughters. So let the rain come, drench us in love. Let your glory rush in like a flood. So let the rain come, drench us in love. Let your glory rush in like a flood. I am fixed on this one thing, to know your goodness, see your glory, and I'm transformed by this one thing. It's to know your presence, see your beauty, and I am fixed on this one thing, to know your goodness, see your glory, and I'm transformed by this one thing. It's to know your presence, see your beauty. And I can see it now, your kingdom come. And I can hear it now, the sounds of heaven, opening up my ears to hear. Oh, and I can see it now, your kingdom come. Oh, and I can hear it now, the sounds of heaven. You said that if we ask, we'll receive. So we are asking for the greater measure. You said that if we ask, you said that if we ask, we'll receive. So we are asking for the greater measure. Oh, you said that if we ask, you said that if we ask, we'd receive. So I am asking for the greater measure. So let the rain come, drench us in love. Let your glory rush in like a flood. So let the rain come, drench us in love. Let your power rush in like a flood. 'Cause I am fixed on this one thing, to know your goodness, see your glory, and I'm transformed by this one thing, to know your presence, see your beauty. Oh, come blow through the caverns of my heart. Oh, come into the caverns of my mind. So come and blow on through. Spirit move. I'm ready for you to come and blow on through. Come and do in me what only you can do. So come and blow on through. Spirit move. I'm ready for you to come and blow on through. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. So come and do in me what only you can do. Come and do in me what only you can do. Come and do in me. I surrender, I invite you. Come and do what only you can do.
That's a radical invitation. So you have to ask yourself, do you really mean it? Do you really mean it? Are you willing to count the cost of what it actually means to live yielded, completely yielded to the Spirit of God? Where He's able, we live with such an openness that He's able to give and take as in partnership with us, and we are loving it every moment of it. In this place of relationship, there's a line here that, come and do what only you can do. Well, I want you to know that He can only do what you'll allow Him to do. He can only do what you're willing to do in partnership with Him. He's not going to usurp your free will. He's not going to strong arm you into relationship. He's not going to strong arm you into surrender. He's not going to strong arm you into the fullness of His plans over your life. He's not just going to drop things on you. He wants to encounter you and partner with you from your space of yieldedness and a yes with your heart. So many times we stand saying, God, just take it away. God, just do it. Just do it in me. Just come and take over. That's not how it works. The only way He can take over is if you're willing to yield. That's it. He can only do as much as you'll allow Him to do, because He's not going to usurp your free will. So He loves you too much to do that. He loves you way too much to overwhelm your free will. So here's what we have. We have an opportunity right now, today, in this moment, and every moment after today, to bring our yes to Him in a way that we're willing to give it all. Say all. So many times we're willing to give some. We're willing to give what to the point where we're still comfortable. We're willing to give to the point where it's reasonable. We're willing to offer to Him as much as we feel is acceptable, and yet still holding on to our own place of security or safety. And this is where we will only give to Him a measure, and we think, God, oh, that's enough for you to do what you want to do, but I've still got this plan B in my back pocket just in case your plan doesn't work out. And so we're always looking for, it's in our fallen nature that we're always looking for a way for our own self-preservation, our own self-protection, a way for us to figure things out in case God doesn't come through the way that we want Him to. And so there's a radical place of complacency that we can live in, where we don't live yielded, where we don't give Him everything, where we're saying, oh, I'm willing to give this much. And this is in every area of our life. It's in the area of our relationships. It's in the area of our finances. It's in the area of our attitudes and our words. It's in our time, how we give our time to him. And we think that we're going to be able to experience the fullness of God by only giving him what is comfortable for us, by only yielding to what we think is reasonable. I will tell you that I had to throw that out the window. I had to throw that out the window. There was a call from the Spirit. When the Spirit came and blew on my heart, it wasn't, wee, yay, this is fun. It wasn't that. It was, are you willing to die? Are you willing to lay it all down? Are you willing to count the cost? Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Are you willing to not have the answer? Are you willing to not see the end? Are you willing to believe and stand? Are you willing to agree with me on your behalf and on the behalf of others? Because it isn't just about you. Your yes to God equals millions of yeses for other people. Seriously. The whole earth is groaning for this to happen. But it wasn't what I thought it was going to look like. It didn't feel like I wanted it to feel like. It wasn't comfortable. But I will let you know, I met the Comforter. I met the Comforter. And I learned what it means to be comforted. Not because my circumstances were comfortable, but because I'm in relationship with the Comforter, who is the God of all comfort. I think I said last week or the week before that comfort outside of God is idolatry. That if we are accepting comfort outside of him and we're looking at the things of this world to give us comfort, then we're bowing down to idols. That seems like a really harsh statement, but I just want us to understand why we're here. I want us to understand, what is the purpose? Are we just coming to church so that we feel better about ourselves? Are we just coming to gather, because we think it's the right thing to do? Or are we people that actually want to see radical transformation in our lives, in our families, and in the lives of families of other people? There is no other reason for the church to exist except for that. That's it. If it doesn't involve radical reformation of the world, then it's pointless. Because Jesus didn't come to change some or to save some. He came to save all. So I want to bring an offering to the Lord that agrees with that. I want it to be something of our heart. My sister wrote a song years and years ago out of a psalm that David, actually it wasn't a psalm, it was an encounter that David had where he was going to purchase a piece of property to build the tabernacle of God on. And the guy said, "You're the king, I'll just give it to you." And he said to him, "No, I'm going to pay for it. I will not offer to God something that costs me nothing. I will not do it. I will not do that." So if our offering to the Lord is not costing us, then is it really an offering? I'm not condemning you this morning. I just want the Spirit of God to actually be able to do what he wants to do this morning. I don't want to get in the way. And so if there's an offering of your heart that he's asking for, are you willing to say yes today? If there's an offering that he's asking you to do, but it's going to cost you, it might put you in a position where you are going to have to face something uncomfortable. It might require you to actually exercise your faith to believe that God is bigger than what you see out of a paycheck from your 40-hour work week or 60-hour work week or whatever hour work week. We all have our minds wrapped up around that thing. That place of provision, that place of safety and security. And if we're holding on to that place and if we're solving those things in our own mind, then what we're going to do is we're going to rob from God time and resources and energy and purpose, and we're going to take away his ability to move the way he wants to move. And I'm just gonna say right now, no way. No way. I'm not gonna allow that to happen in my life. I'm not. I don't do it perfectly, but I want to live yielded. I want to live surrendered so that the Spirit can actually do everything that he wants to do. And so I want our offering this morning to come from that place. I want us to bring an offering that costs us something this morning. Whether that's something of your yes, it might be a circumstance that you need to offer up to the Lord. It might be a relationship that you need to offer up to the Lord. It might be a fear, a worry, an anxiety. It might be a frustration. It might be unforgiveness. It might be bitterness. It might be resentments. It might be a paycheck. It might be the security of your own provision and what you think you can earn. But there's a place that the Lord is inviting us to yield everything so that we can see him do all that's in his heart to do. The way that works is our hearts resonate with him and we yield into that space. Can we bring the Lord an offering like that this morning? Can we bring an offering to the Lord like that this morning? Something of our heart, something deeper. Can we step out of the place of our own comfort zone, out of our own limited mind around what is possible, and actually move it to the place of radical generosity and radical surrender? If we're going to see our city change, that's what it's going to look like. If we're going to see our families transformed, that's what it's going to look like. What would it cost if you could pay any amount for you to experience your perfect wholeness right now and it be manifest? What would you be willing to pay? What would you be willing to do to live in the reality of that right now? What would you do to live in the reality of seeing hell destroyed right now as we're going to declare together on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Destroy hell!
On the wind, real forgiveness like the tide rolling in, taking up the space where shame has lived, and now I'm receiving all that you died to give. When I can feel redemption on the wind, it's forgiveness like the tide rolling in. It's taking up the space where shame has lived, and I'm receiving all that you died to give. Yes. Let the wind blow, let the tide roll, till the earth knows you're a God of love. Oh, let my joy flow. Sing a new song. All the glory to a God of love. Yeah, I can feel. On the way, oh, forgiveness like the tide rolling in, taking up the space where shame has lived. Oh, leaving all that you died to give. Oh, let the tide roll, let the tide roll, till the earth knows, till the earth. Oh, you're a God of love. Oh, let my joy flow. Sing a new song. All the glory, oh, to the God of love. All the glory to the God of love. All the glory to the God of love. Oh, revivals. Revivals in the air. We're gonna catch it 'cause we can. Oh, he's moving on the wind, and the dawn is breaking. Oh, lift your eyes to see. He's so much better than you dreamed. Everything that's lost, love's returning. Love's returning. Oh, lift your eyes to see. He's better than you dreamed. Oh, lift your eyes to see. He's better than you dreamed. Oh, just lift your eyes to see. He's better than you dreamed. Everything you've lost, love's returning. Love's returning. Oh, he's returning it all. The story of Job isn't about what was lost, it was what was restored back to Job. That's the real story. You think you've lost, the enemy thought he won. But pull close to love and watch it restore. Pull close to love and watch it be restored. All the glory to the God of love. All the glory to the God of love. All the glory to the God of love. If it's not good, it's not over. If it's not good, it's not over. So lift your eyes, lift your gaze. Look again, see what's coming. Look in the face of love himself.
What we're singing about is exactly what communion is about. It's coming in and partaking of the promise of everything that Jesus Christ brought us into. It's everything that we could have ever desired. It's everything we could have ever dreamed. It's the place of perfect oneness with Him, where everything comes into full agreement with its original glory. All the glory to the God of love. As we worship into this next song, I want us to take communion in this space and just revel in the promise, revel in the presence, revel in all that Jesus is declaring over you today. If you need healing in your body, this is the place where you declare that the Father sent His word and healed you. And when you partake of communion, you're partaking of the wholeness, the healing that Jesus paid for you to have. If you need breakthrough and you need to overcome a situation, when you come and take communion, this is your place where you partner with the victory that Christ won for you, that He has made you more than an overcomer. If you come to the table and your desire is just to know Him, to know that you're saved, to know that there's a space for you in His heart, that He calls you His own, then come and hear Him declare His word of righteousness over you, that you are His, that He chose you, you didn't choose Him, that you were birthed in his heart before the foundation of the world, that you are his beloved child. And hear the declaration that you are perfectly, rightly related with him, that nothing could ever separate you from him any longer. Nothing could separate you from his love. If you need hope, if you need perspective, if you need vision, if you need restoration, if you need to be revived today, this is the table you come and you feast on his faithfulness and his word that declares all of that over you. That you are his and he is with you. And with God, all things are possible. So let's take communion together.
My ability to be afraid when I see the way you love, and all the fear that held my feet to the floor, it don't hold me anymore. When I see your face, everything changes in the radiance of your smile. You got this way of chasing away those shadows that hang around. heaviness in life. The new has come and the old is washed away. Hello trust, hello truth, hello love, I long for you. I waited for this moment all my days. Hello mercy, hello peace, you have found me on my knees. I believe I'll never be the same. Goodbye shame, goodbye hopelessness and pain. I have heard the Father call my name. Goodbye hurt and goodbye hiding, goodbye heaviness and lying. The new has come and the old has washed away. Hello joy, hello truth, hello love, I long for you. I waited for this moment for all my days. Hello mercy, hello peace, you have found me on my knees. I believe I'll never be the same. When I fall down again, finding out just who I am. Lord, I fall down again, finding out just who I am. When I see your face, everything changes in the radiance of your smile. You've got this way of chasing away those shadows that hang around. And when I see your face, everything changes in the radiance of your smile. You got this way of chasing away those shadows that come around. I lose my ability to be afraid when I see the way you love me, and all the fear that held my feet to the floor, I don't hold it anymore. I lose my ability to be afraid when I see the way you love me, and all the fear that held my feet to the floor. When I see your face, everything changes in the radiance of your smile. You got this way of chasing away those shadows that hang around. Lord, I fall down again, I'm finding out just who I am. And Lord, I fall down again, I'm finding out just who I am. Goodbye fear, goodbye shame, goodbye hopelessness and pain. And I have heard the Father call my name. Goodbye running, goodbye hiding, goodbye happiness and lying. The new has come and the old has washed away. Hello joy, hello truth, hello love, I've longed for you. I've known this moment all my days. Hello mercy, hello peace, you have found me on my knees. I believe I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same.
I'm not going to try and go into everything that I was originally going to share today, but I do want to remind us of this place that we're in, that the Father is just speaking to us about us having eyes to see and ears to hear and hearts that understand. The whole point of that, and when I get to speak to you next, I'll share it, but the whole point of us having eyes to see and ears to hear and hearts that understand is for us to come into the reality of who we really are. Of who we really are. And so those clouds, like in verse number 2, where it says, chasing away are the shadows that hang around. The shadows that hang around are just those perceptions of who we used to be or who we're not. And the point of hearing is being able to tune in your heart, not just your ears. This is a heart thing. Paul talks about seeing with the eyes of our heart. And Matthew, we shared last week about hearing with our heart. If we open our heart to hear. So this is done by the Spirit. This is a spiritual work. It's not just a physical thing. Although it has physical properties, obviously if you're listening to a bunch of garbage, if you're listening to a bunch of lies, whether that be audible or internal, then it's going to produce that in your life. So there's a place where the Father is inviting you to come and only listen to His voice. And the point of us coming to see Jesus, to know Jesus, to hear Jesus, is for the thing that was always true about us to be awakened, to come alive, to be revealed for us and for the world. And so I want to encourage us this week that there's going to be stations that you tune into. Some of those stations are going to be messages of failure and messages of lack and messages of I'm not, or it hasn't happened yet, or it's not gone, or it hasn't come yet. Or there's going to be another station to tune into that speaks of your inclusion into God, speaks of your oneness, your perfect unity with Him. It speaks of being radically loved, abundantly favored. It speaks of your hope and your joy and your peace. It speaks of comfort. It speaks of life. It speaks of fullness. It speaks of provision. It speaks of purpose. And those two opposing messages are at work all the time. The point is for us to grow up into tuning in only to the voice that is true. Listening to only the voice of our good shepherd, as John 10 tells us. Making sure that we are not allowing the enemy to draw us into another station that leads us back into lies, but to get the revelation from Jesus by looking at Jesus, getting the revelation of who we are, and then beginning to live from that place, like we talked about in James chapter 1 last week. And Zach spoke. If you didn't get a chance to hear Zach on Thursday night, I want to encourage you to go back on the Facebook page and watch Zach's message from Thursday night, because this is where perseverance and endurance, patient endurance, gets to be worked out in us, in that we're staying tuned in to the right voice. And so that a lot of times that's atmospherical things. That's why we worship every day. It's why there's opportunities for you to connect with the Lord corporately every day. It's why we fellowship with each other. It's why we spur each other on and encourage one another and prophesy to one another and speak to one another with songs, hymns, and spiritual songs. We encourage each other. We remind each other of the promises of God. We remind each other of His goodness and His faithfulness. We testify to all that He's doing in our life. And what that does is it tunes in our hearing to the right station. And I want to just have us go out today on that note, on that thing today, where we are tuning ourselves into the right station. There's no lack. There's no fear. There's no disappointment. If those are messages that are coming in, then that's the wrong station. There's no depression. There's no self-hatred. There's no name-calling. There's no shame and no condemnation, no guilt. There's just the truth resonating in your ear that you are His beloved, that you're His child, that you're perfectly and dearly loved, that you're provided for, and that you have a purpose and a plan that He has destined for you. So I just feel like let's just stand up right now and let's just make our declaration over the day and over each other. And set an intention that I'm only going to hear, I'm only going to listen to the voice of my good shepherd. I'm tuning myself into only the stations that are going to declare what is true, what is love, and what is positive. You know, Paul tells us in Philippians to think on these things. Think on these things. You get to tell your mind where to go. You get to tell your emotions where to go. You get to drive the ship with the declaration of your mouth. And as we hear from the Lord, it says, I believe, therefore I speak. So as we hear, it produces faith. We believe, and then we speak out that faith, and it creates. And so this is what we get to do this week. We get to do it today, and we get to do it this week to help us hear the way we were designed to hear. Amen? Declare after me, I have eyes to see. I have ears to hear. I have a heart that understands. So I can be made completely whole. All right, let's stretch our hands out over each other and over our city. Declare, let the Lord blesses you and keeps you. The Lord smiles down on you and shows you His kindness. The Lord answers your prayers and gives you His peace. The Lord covers you with His name. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Today is fun and powerful. Be blessed.